everyone, my name is Megan Steuter, and this video is made for the Analysis 1 course at Midwestern University in Glendale, Arizona. And today I will be explaining what is inside this occupation-based kit that I have made, and it is titled Bringing Home a New Puppy. So this is Denver, and he inspired me to make this kit because it's important to have everything that you need before bringing home a new puppy in order to have a successful, happy puppy. So first, I have the pooper scooper, which is needed to pick up the waste in the backyard for your puppy to keep the backyard clean and hazard-free. And now we will go into contents of the box. So here I have a double-sided bowl. One side is for water and one side is for food. And I also have bones for the dog to play with, to keep them occupied and to give them something to chew on. And various toys. This is a squeaky toy. And more bones. And also treats are very good if you want to start training your dog right away as well. And other essentials include a leash. If you want to take your dog out in public, a leash is necessary, as well as a collar with a name tag, which has the owner's name, the address, and telephone number if the dog were ever to get lost, and the dog's name, of course. This is Denver. And here is a container for the dog food. And inside the dog food bag, I have included a scoop for ease of feeding the dog. You just scoop it out and dump the food in the side of the bowl. And this container as well can hold dog food if you want a different way of storing the food. So you would just put it right in there. And then, so here's the dog food container. And then some other necessities are a dog comb to keep the dog's hair all nice and soft, to make sure there's no extra grass or anything in the hair, and also pet stain spray. If you have carpet in the house, this is great because most puppies aren't potty trained, so I'm sure there will be some messes to clean up. And pet shampoo to give puppies a bath. Now, it's not good to give puppies a bath right away because their skin is very sensitive, but this is for future reference and for future use. And this is also flea and tick spray depending on your geographical area, if there are many fleas and ticks that you need to protect your dog from. And also, what's important to have when bringing home a puppy is the puppy's shot record, because you will need this to bring the puppy to the vet and to prove that your dog has all the immunizations and vaccines that are required to have a legal dog. And I have also included a card explaining all of the contents, so just a list of all the contents that are needed. Now I will go into how this kit could be used in actual occupational therapy treatment. So the first scenario is, say a client really would like to bring home a new puppy, but the client has certain cognitive and memory impairments that they simply cannot remember what things they need for the dog or what to do for the dog. So to help the client out with this in treatment, I have made cue cards that are a sort of a checklist to make sure all of the tasks are taken care of and all of the contents are at home before bringing the dog home. For example, number 1, I said collect or buy the contents of this kit from various stores such as PetSmart, the Dollar Store, or Tuesday Morning, or any store that sells puppy supplies. That's just one example of what's on the cue card. There's 2 cards because there's a lot of tasks while taking care of a dog. And also, this is another little helpful reminder for when to feed the dog and for a client to remember if the dog has been fed or not. So above the dog bowl, which could be inside, outside, wherever you choose to keep your dog bowl to feed your dog, these are little punch cards that say morning food and night food. And in the morning, if your dog has been fed, the client can move this paper clip over here to say already fed, so you know the dog has already eaten. And then every night you'll go back once the night routine has been done, and you'll put the paper clip at feed me, so the client will know that when he or she wakes up the next morning, it's time to feed. And then the process will go again, that the paper clip will be moved over to already fed. So that's scenario number 1 of a client with possible cognitive and memory impairments. And scenario 2 is for a client that possibly has arthritis or poor hand strength, but still wants to be able to feed the dog and interact with the dog. So this container is very nice because, as you can see, there's 2 big spaces right here. So someone that does have weak strength can either just put their hands right here, and they do not even need to grip. They just simply need to place their hands here and turn. That is one way. Or the container can also be easily opened by gripping it with one hand and using the forearm as well to unscrew it. And then use the hand to pour the dog food in here. And then that would be a really good way for another person with arthritis or weak hand strength to still be able to participate in the activity of bringing home a dog and finding the love and joy through a new puppy. And I didn't show this earlier, but depending on where you want to keep the dog food and water bowl, you can either have a water jug to feed your dog, some water to pour the water in the cup, or you can simply take the bowl to a sink in the kitchen if you choose to keep your water dish in the house. So that is another option. So these are my contents of the occupational-based kit of bringing home a new puppy. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I hope that people find this helpful and rewarding for bringing home a new puppy. Thank you very much, and have a great day.